Okay, hello and welcome everyone. Welcome again. Welcome to JFD Brokers Traders Tea Time with me, Darius Lunchauskas. We're gonna have a look at the markets, what happened with them this morning, what's happening with them right now, and what to expect from them later on. Today's the 20. I'm still in the past, living in the past. So today is the 1st of May 2018, guys. The first day of May. So yeah, as always, let's have a look at the risk disclaimer. So JFD Brokers offers exclusively consultancy-free services. The content of this webinar does not constitute investment advice or investment recommendation and does not in any way constitute an invitation to acquire any financial instrument or product. I'll just give you a few seconds to read the rest and we can continue. As always, before we jump into the charts, quick reminder of our JFD Research page here, where you can go in and have a look at different analysis that we do on a daily basis, different trading shoutouts, different just technical analysis on their own, on its own. And yeah, guys, I mean, we update the news, so I think you can find something useful for yourself. So please do not hesitate to visit us. And for now, let's have a look at the market. So the only index that's really open today, well, from the major ones, is the FTSE, and we can see the FTSE is rushing higher here, mainly due to the pound weakness, and we can see that now it's aiming for this higher level that I've got highlighted here at around 75.85. We are not far, let's say like that, just approximately what, about 40 points away. So keep an eye on this one, guys. I mean, keep an eye on this area. Certainly if we will reverse here somewhere without reaching that area, then keep an eye on this this level that it has broken today, the 75.10 approximately there. That will act as a good level of support, and of course, like I said, keep an eye on this little range here. We are looking at this. We are aiming for this level right here for now, the 75.85 approximately there. A break of that could potentially open the path towards higher levels, but we will evaluate that one later. For now, just keeping an eye on this one, and of course, like I said, still keep an eye on this upwards moving support line that this index keeps on respecting. So if we do get a reversal back down, if we do get a break below the 75.10 approximately there, yep, the next number is around 7,500, and then potentially a test of this upwards moving support line, a break below of which we could see some lower levels again. We could potentially see this area right here that we've moved away nicely from, the 74.35, and of course if that doesn't hold, well, we are going to be aiming for these lower levels here, but of course we're not going to rush here, and just we'll first see what happens here. For now, like I said, we are aiming for this little level right here, the 75.85. Looking at gold, actually gold is an interesting spot, and this morning I was talking about this one. I kept saying that keep an eye on the 1307, and there we go, a nice one. Feeling proud about myself, and to be honest, the 1307 is now, you can see that it's acting as a good level of support. The price is trying to slightly move away from it. We just slightly below that level. We do have this 200 EMA here on the daily chart, and that could potentially maybe act as a good level of support as well. Maybe just for a quick touch, of course, if we get a break below the 1307. But for now, it seems that the 1307 is acting as a very good, strong support. So let's see now where this commodity will close today. If we'll see actually a close below this, I mean, below the 1307, then I mean, again, it's not really looking good for the for gold, and I would be, me personally, I would be aiming for this level right here, the psychological 1300. That's what probably I want to see, but then again, like I said, the market never does what I want it to do. So For now, like I said, keep an eye on this 1307. This could, and of course the watch out for today's close, and let's see where it's going to close. Either if it's going to close above it, maybe we could see maybe a little bit of a retracement back to the upside, maybe a bounce towards this little level right here, a test of the bottom side of this triangle formation, a bottom side test from underneath of this formation. So we could get something like this, depending of course on how we're going to close today on gold. Looking at DXY, this is something that I really wanted to share with you guys. So the DXY, looking at a bigger picture here, we know that we've broken this downwards moving trend line here that started around March 2017. So, and now we can see that we've moved away from this level that I've got highlighted here at around 91.70. I was talking about this level in my previous videos. So we've broke it nicely, we moved above the 200 EMA, and at the moment it seems that it wants, well, it probably would like to continue pushing higher, maybe towards this 92.75 area. I've got this one highlighted here as a potential next level of resistance. If we get to this point and we take it out, well, to be honest, I will have to evaluate it later on again, just because, like I said, at the moment this is kind of looking as a stronger level of resistance for now. The 92.70, 75 approximately there. This level acted as a good level of support here in November last year. Then it acted as a good level of resistance in January this year. So now we are getting close to it. Let me just slightly adjust it here, guys. Oops, it's shifting a little bit. So approximately here, approximately around this level, the 92.70. So keep an eye on this one, guys. It could be a potentially good, interesting level. That is, of course, unless we get a total reversal today, if the index will just move lower here, moves below this 200 EMA, and well, stays around maybe slightly above this 91.75 or 91.80. If we do get something like this, then probably this could raise a bit of uncertainty, and maybe we could see a little bit of a retracement later on this week. But then again, let's not speculate too much. Let's go step by step and see if it actually hits this 92.70 area. Looking at the euro dollar is in a nice selling mode here. I was talking about this one this morning, and here we go. We are at our 200 EMA here on the daily chart. Certainly this is not far from the psychological 120 level. Of course, all eyes are on the 120 for now, and of course today, I mean, if we'll get a touch of that level today, that would be interesting to see. And of course, if we do get a touch of the 120 level today, it will be interesting to see where the price will close for today, because if it will close for just above this 120, and then potentially could see a bit of retracement, maybe to the upside again. But if it closes below the 120, then, well, not only it will close below this 200 EMA, and it will close also below the below the 120 level. This is, let's say like this, I mean, talking in simple terms, it's not looking good for the euro. But for now, like I said, let's not speculate too much, and let's see what happens. Because at the moment it is an interesting spot right now. Looking at the EURGBP, so EURGBP is, basically you can see that it's pushing higher here. You can probably understand that from the euro and the pound is way much weaker, and you can also understand that by when we looked at the FTSE. So now we can see that the EURGBP it seems that it wants to continue pushing higher. So it bounced off nicely this level here that I had highlighted. Let me just zoom in. And that was the 0.8770. So now we're breaking, well, it's trying to break this 0.87 950, or actually let's round it up to 0.88. That will be easier probably to look at. So we are kind of slightly above the 0.88 figure now. It seems that it's getting held here by this 100 EMA here, shown as a green line. If we get a nice close today above the 88 level, 0.88, and of course above this this 100 EMA, could potentially see some further appreciation in price, maybe like later on this week. So for now, like I said, guys, keep an eye on this one. It is an interesting spot. I mean, and at the moment it is looking bullish. Excuse me. So quickly looking at EURCAD. So yep, here we can see the strength of the Canadian dollar. We had some good news coming out from Canada today. I mean, better month-on-month GDP figures. So yeah, and that's we can see that all the majority of the Canadian pairs are getting affected here, and we are moving lower on this, and so the Canadian dollar is getting stronger, and we are moving below this key support level that I've got highlighted here at around 154,600 approximately there. So if we'll get a nice close below this area, watch out for this next good level at around 153,750. So could also be a good level to watch. Let me just quickly highlight that for the future. And if we do wipe out this level as well, well, I mean, we do have this 200 EMA approaching here as well. Could also act as a good level of support. But let's not rush. Let's not get ahead of ourselves and just go step by step and see what it does first with this 154,600. If we do get a nice reversal back to the upside and we get a close above it today, we could potentially maybe see something like a move back to the upside here, a test of this upwards moving support line, the short-term upwards moving support line that started in January, in the beginning of January, and we could potentially test it from underneath. So good levels to watch here, guys, as well. Let's quickly have a look at GBP. So yep, you can probably understand, selling off nicely, breaking the 137, 150 that I was talking about in my previous videos, and now we're moving lower. We are keeping an eye on this little area right here first. That's around the 136, 150, and if that doesn't hold, we do have the 200 EMA here on the daily chart. If we do get a reversal back to the upside, a sudden one, I mean, I don't know what should happen right now, but if we do get something like this, a reversal back to the upside, if we get above this level, above the 137, 150, and then eventually back above this long-term trend line, then probably the downside could be off the table for the time being. Looking at the Aussie dollar is in selling as well. I was talking about this level to watch out for this morning. That's the 0.75 area, approximately there. Good level of support, acted as a good level of support in December 2017. So now we can see that it is getting held here by this level for now. Of course, we will have to keep an eye on it and monitor it and just see what it wants to do with it. I mean, if it wants to close below it, or does it want to stay above it? I mean, if it will stay above it, there is some chances. Let's say like that, that it could potentially reverse and move a little bit higher, maybe even back towards it, back into this channel that it has broken recently. So of course, at the moment it's not looking strong, so I mean, probably the likelihood is that we will continue testing the 0.75, and then maybe eventually we'll break it. So who knows? But at the moment, like I said, keep an eye on this one. If we do get a break below and we do get a close below the 0.75 area, watch out for some lower levels, but we will evaluate that a bit later, probably tomorrow. Looking at the USD JPY has broken its the level here that I was talking about, the yesterday's highs, and now we are moving higher a little bit, of course, not much, but still nevertheless higher. It seems that it would like to, or let's say potentially would like to touch this 200 EMA here. Watch out for that area, guys. I mean, let me just quickly highlight that for the future as well. So, and that area is approximately around 110.20. 110.20. So keep an eye on this one, guys, as a potential area for the future. And one more pair that I wanted to have a look at is the USD CAD quickly before I close here. And yeah, guys, stuck here. We can see that yeah, it's getting held. At the moment it's just ranging, and we are waiting for a better pop here, a better break, either above the 129 level or below the 128 for better confirmation in terms of direction. If we do get a break above the 129, keep an eye, guys, on these higher levels here that I've got highlighted around the 129,500. Right, guys, need to cut it off here. Thank you very much for joining and watching me. I hope you're going to join me tomorrow in my Traders Espresso at 7 o'clock British Summer Time or 6 o'clock GMT time. But for now, thank you very much and have a good day. Bye-bye.